All right, here we are in the second round. Unfortunately, my opponent is the same person I played last time, so I'm expecting the same deck. I would like to play first. This hand is very keepable, so I will go ahead and keep this. So let's go ahead and lead off Darksteel, Mox Opal. Unfortunately, no crazy turn one play here, but I can go probably Master next turn. So this is sort of where having the, not having, excuse me, the the extra 2-drop. Steel Overseer kind of hurts, but I'm okay with this. This is a pretty strong start. So next turn I have the option of playing either my Master of Ethereum or my S Champion. If my opponent's turn one play is a Fairy Conclave, I think I'll go Master of Ethereum. Sorry, that's me cracking a Diet Coke real fast. Magic's Thirsty Work. My opponent gets rid of my Midnight, that's also okay. So my opponent is holding up a Flooded Strand, which does change things slightly. I cannot think of a 1-mana counterspell that hits Master of Ethereum, though. Although it would stink if my opponent had Path. But I will try this out, because this is... My opponent will be unable to ignore Master of Ethereum. No need to go ahead and play the other Midnight. I'll attack first. But I will definitely be playing the other Midnight this turn. There's no real reason not to. The only reason would be to buff up Master of Ethereum, and it's getting pathed. That's fine. I mean, really no reason to hold it back either, I suppose, because, you know, my opponent counters Midnight, which I don't think they can. It's not really that big a deal. So I assume my opponent is going to path my Master of Ethereum here, if they have it. In which case, S Champion would have been a stronger play, but that's fine. As I will still be doing 2 damage to my opponent. Maybe not. I'll play my second Midnight. My opponent is tapping for a blue to Thought Scour themselves, getting rid of a Steam Vents and a Gitaxian Probe. So that even more so, that would have been a pretty clear indicator last game of Delver, in my opinion. Setting up for a treasure cruise, which they cannot do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, my opponent needs at least 3 more mana to do that. But, after cantripping next turn, double Gitaxian Probe, who knows? My opponent's deck seems very land-light. I feel like this is the third game. Well, the second, really. They didn't do so bad last round. All right, well, go to sideboarding. And this time, I guess I'll sideboard for Delver. So let's put in the Spell Skites and the Whip Flares. Let's leave in the Welding Jar, although I did not see a single Lightning Bolt either of those games. Let's take out a Midnight. Is Thoughtcast too slow? I feel like Etched is good. Thoughtcast seems good because I can keep up in the damage race, or excuse me, in the drawing race. Master was good that game. Maybe with the Spell Skies I don't really need a Welding Jar. Also, interestingly, I keep saying like they're playing Delver, but my opponent has not played a Delver, so that is kind of interesting to me. But if they are on Delver, I don't want the Signal Pest, so I'll submit that and we'll see what happens next game.